Welcome everyone to today's coaching session. This is where we dream big, hustle harder. My name is Megan Lynch, just one of the many leaders over here. So we're going to get right down to business. On this coaching session, it is very, very important that you get your team on. We're going to grow to new heights, to our new potential. We're going to develop as leaders. We're going to develop a skill set and support one another each and every step of the way. This business is simple, but not easy. What is simple about it is that all you have to do is follow the leader. That's it. I don't do anything else but what my $48 million mentor told me. I don't care what anybody else tells me. I don't care if they call me and they have this great idea. I listen, but guess what? I'm probably not doing it. Because if my $48 million earner didn't do it, I'm not doing it. And the minute that I started listening to people who have successful financial experience, my network marketing career took off. And the funny thing is that when I used to do what I call ride-alongs with my mentor, everybody wanted to know, well, what does he do all day? How did he make $798,000? How did he produce 50 millionaires? How did he have 600,000 people on his team using paper applications and $120 a month juice product and a brown Hyundai? How did he do it? I said, hold on, somebody's knocking at my door. That we don't knock at people's doors. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, people don't come unexpected to your house now. Okay, sorry about that. All right, back to business. So I only do what my mentor showed me how to do. And I'm telling you guys, once I sold out to it, my career went from $700 in 1 year to $10,000 in my first month and a half in business with my mentor. And then every single, my son is talking to me. I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. One moment. Sorry about that. We work our business through parenting. So I want you guys to understand that there's a method to the madness. There is a way to build your empire. We're going to talk about that today, okay? Remember that when you're launching people's businesses, they expire within 4 weeks. If you do not get people paid in this company within 4 weeks, or they don't have some kind of positive experience with the product, I guarantee you their expiration date is going to be 28 days. And then you're going to have to start all over again. So you got to get into these people's networks as quickly as possible. 24 hours to 72 hours is all you get with this person. As soon as you sign them up, introduce them to a leader who's going to debo them or bully them in a great way into launching their business. I don't care if somebody tells me, Megan, all I want to do is trade. I will ask the right questions. I'm going to say, okay, great, fantastic. Can I help you make $500 a month in your first 7 to 30 days so that you can have money to trade with? Who is going to say no to that? Right? I'm going to say, listen, I need you to, can you probably put about 5 people on the phone with me today? I'm still going to get them to organically launch their business. Who do you think wants to go through the program with you? Because you really need somebody who's going to be accountability partner. You need another student. Who do you know? Okay, can you put that person on the phone with me right now? All I want you to do is ask them if they're looking to make some money. You know why I'm doing that? Because I don't trust that that person is not going to quit. I'm getting into my people's networks the very first day. As soon as they sign up with me, I am going to have them make a list of everybody they know. I'm going to have them circle their top 5 to 10 people and 3-way their people to me today. I went in their network just in case they have a stupid attack and decide to quit the business within 3 days and ask for a refund. I already got your people. So I'm giving you guys the secret sauce. I'm giving you the method to the madness over here. I'm not just telling you guys to make a list for no reason. Telling you to make a list because some of you guys don't think you know people. You do. Here's what you need to do. Get a cup of coffee or a glass of wine. It's noon somewhere. And then sit down and put your timer on for 3 minutes. I want you to write down every single person's name that you can think of. Do not discriminate. I'm going to say it again. Somebody's taking notes. Time yourself for 3 minutes and brainstorm every single person's name that you possibly can on a piece of paper. After those 3 minutes, I guarantee you, you're going to have at least 20 names of people that just came off the top of your head. After you do that, I need you guys to start emptying your cell phones from A to Z until you get to about 50 to 100 people. Now, this is for the people who are serious about making some money. You're serious about launching. For those people who tell me, Megan, I just want to use the product, I'm going to ask them, hey, can we get 5 people on the phone really quickly? We'll get them to watch my 9-minute video. The reason why I'm doing that is because I know that there's a power of 3, but I also believe in the power of 1. Take one person can lead you to thousands. What if you guys would have signed up Megan Lynch? If you would have signed up Megan Lynch, you'd be like Dominique, and I put 21,000 people in Dominique's leg 1, and I started with 8 people. Massive duplication with the team. And everybody on here who's been following the system, you're making more money than you're spending for this company. Let me say that again. You are making more than you're spending. And that is the definition of business. Get your money back. You're only spending $114 a month over here. I have people over here who are making thousands of dollars a month, some of them a week, some of them a day, because some of them are using the product. So you have to be ready to get your business off the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. So let's talk about this. I need you guys to sell out to the launch. Have you ever heard somebody call you a sellout and you be ready to fight, right? Punch them in the face, right? Don't call me a sellout. I'm calling you guys sellouts. You need to sell out to the launch. Some of you guys have not sold out to the launch. It's why you're struggling to get 3 people. And my mentor used to always say, when I used to ride around with him, people would say, well, what does he do all day? I'm like, we get into businesses and we launch immediately. We call our top people first and we do a private meeting. We won't have a lot of people on. We might have like 10 to 20 top leaders on. And we tell them, listen, we're about to launch tomorrow. If you guys are ready to roll, we're going to give you an opportunity to get in first. But tomorrow we're launching full-fledged. So we tell those 10 to 20 people that are leaders, go get your leaders. Well, do the math, guys. If 10 people go get 10 people, we always max out our first launch call at 100 people. Always. It's small math. And then guess what happens? 100 people are on there. And then we tell 100 people to go get their people. That's how I end up with 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 800 people on the calls, because people are going to get their people, and people who have truly sold out to the launch, you're going to make a lot of money, right? Those of you guys who you listen to me and guess what you do when you get off the call? Yeah, it sounds good. And then you don't do it. Hard-headed, right? Just hard-headed. So I need you guys to sell out to the launch. Look at this person's paper. Are you guys looking at this? This is somebody's launching list. Tell me, if you make a list like this, you're not going to get 3 people. Do you see all those names on there? Tell me, if you don't sell out to the launch, you're not going to get 3 people. It's impossible. Law of numbers says if you call every single person on this list, you're going to get 3 people. Better yet, if you call every single person on this list and put them on the phone with a leader and do a 3-way, right? There's no way I'm not closing out 3 of these people. I have a pretty good closing ratio. And if you put somebody on the phone with me, like Dr. PK put somebody on the phone with me last night, and that person, you get some people who think they know everything, right? Oh no, I already have somebody who's helping me make money. They're trusting somebody else with their money. Lazy, just kidding. But what I did with Dr. PK and that person she put on the phone with me, as soon as he said, no, I'm just not interested, I immediately dismissed him in an professional manner. I immediately said, hey, listen, no problem. If you know anybody who is really ready to make some serious money, go after their hopes and dreams, can you send them to Dr. PK, ages 18 to 90 plus years young? And then he was like, oh, okay. And then I turned to Dr. PK and I said, hey, listen, I know you have a ton of people for me to talk to right now. Why don't you go ahead and get those people on the phone with me? I have about 15 or 20 minutes. I want that person to know that the buck doesn't stop here. If you don't join us, it's not the end of the world. We're getting ready to call somebody else next. I want him to hear it. And I do that on purpose. It's the psychology of our business. People think you need them. You don't need them. They need you. And the minute that you guys start bucking up and got some posture in your voice, you know what I mean? These people are going to come back. I promise you. But when you guys sound sad because somebody said no, they're like old ex-boyfriends and girlfriends. They only want you when somebody else has got you. They don't want you when you look available, right? You guys have to stop sounding so available. Rich people are busy. We don't have time to be wasting on people who don't see the value in what we have to offer. You guys got to sell out to the launch. If you want to make $500 a month, think about this. $500 a month for some of you guys, and for me, when I came over here, $500 a month was great money, and it's still great money. Most people lose their houses and their cars. They can't send their kids to volleyball training camp. They can't send their kids to, the summer camp or whatever because you don't have an extra $500 laying around. Do you understand that the average person in the United States makes $2,000 a month or less? If they just had an extra $500 a month, it would be, I don't want to say life-changing, but it would take the stress off. I want you guys to understand the only thing that's standing in the way of you making $500 a month, getting a $6,000 raise, is you selling out to your launch. Stop thinking that you need 3 people. Why don't you start thinking that you need 10 to 12 people? If you start thinking, I need to sign up 10 to 12 people, then you'll talk to more people than you're talking to right now. Some of you guys, you're thinking, oh, I only need 3. So you talk to 7 people and you wonder why you cannot get 3 people, right? I called everybody I knew. I put messages in every chat I've ever been in, right? Every single person knew what I was doing, including the person who signed me up in my last Forex company, which shall remain nameless, 3 letters. He hit $50,000 a month in that company in 7 years. I hit $50,000 a month in this company in 7 weeks. And he continually sends me a congratulations. Hey, good job, Meg. I see you're really grinding over there. I'm not going to try to get him in this business, but I promise you if they increase this compensation plan to $1 million a month, he would be silly not to come over here. And many of those big leaders that are in those other companies, they're secretly over here. I'm not even going to bust their bubble and say their names to you guys, but I secretly have big leaders planted in my organization because they're not stupid. They're not crazy. They're over here with positions over here just in case their opportunity doesn't do what our opportunity is getting ready to do. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, sell out to your launch. Why don't you sign up your own 10 people and then secure your $500 a month rank? And then if somebody falls off, it's not that big of a deal. You're never going to de-rank because you don't have 3 people. You got to sell out. This is $500 a month. This is $1,000 a month. All you have to do is duplicate 3 times. Get your 3, help them get their 3, help them get their 3. You're at 1,000 a month. Like I told you guys, my brothers, even though Reagan and I are the younger sisters, our brothers are following directions to a T. Not one time did they say, well, let me do it this way. You know what my brother said? Look, you guys have already done it. Just tell us what to do. Right? That never happened. They always told us what to do when we were younger. Now, look how the tables have turned. We love it. And we're all breaking bread together now, and we're making bread together. So I want you guys to understand that it's simple. If you sell out to the launch and you know how to build your organization for speed and momentum. So let's talk about that today, okay? This confuses people sometimes. What I want you guys to understand is that you want to become the hunted. You want to make your people that you have signed up chase you. What do I mean by make them chase you? That means that the power of one, we've talked about this. You have to taproot your group. I will stay in a leg sometimes for 7 to 10 days. Sometimes I have to stay in there for 30 days, and I'm going to tap the leg. For example, I just signed up Jasmine. Right after I signed up, no, let me back up. I signed up Daniel Ray, and then underneath Daniel Ray, I signed up Jasmine. Underneath Jasmine, I signed up Aaron Jackson out of California. Underneath Aaron, I signed up Stan came in, and then I'm missing somebody. Tanny came in, Bob came in. I've been in this leg, tapping this leg like crazy. So now I'm making them chase me, right? You just tap the leg straight down and you stay right in that leg until you knock out one leg at a time. Now, just because I'm in my leg 3 working right now doesn't mean I'm not helping the people in my leg 1 and 2. I have a meeting, in-home meeting tonight at 6:30 for my brother's group in leg 2, which is in Reagan's group, which is in Willie Reese's group. So I am helping a lot of people. I am feeding multiple birds with one seed, right? That's why you guys have to learn how to build it and tap the legs down. And then I'm going to unmute you guys so you can ask questions, okay? So here's how I built it. I actually signed up my first 10 people myself. And then, but let's say that you have 3. So what you're going to do is you're going to focus on beating people to the punch. You want your people to be sitting on the top of your organization. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I put my people in, I focus on beating every single person. I'm going as fast as I can. Look at this. So let's say this is Tanny right here. And I put a person in Tanny's leg, and then guess what I did? I went boom, 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 as fast as I could. I'm taking up everybody's first spot. I am going to force you to build under my people. If you ever have to put a person into your leg 1, maybe later on, you're going to have to put them under my people because I've already taken up your top spots of everybody's top spots. And that's just because I build for like as fast as I possibly can. Okay. I want position equity. I want the prime real estate in your downline. So I force you guys to build under my people. Okay. So here's how it works. So basically, let's say you sign up your 3. If you launch your 3's business, they should get their 3 right away. I do this within the first 24 to 72 hours. Tanny got her 3 people in her first 10 minutes. She already had her 3 people signed up. But guess what? I had already taken up her spot number 1. So I said, hey, Tanny, I already put a person in your leg 1. Be mindful that I'm going to be over there. I did not tell Tanny, I'm going to build your leg 1 for you. Everybody is responsible for building their own 3 legs. It's just if you build it right, you're going to help your team. So I said, hey, Tanny, be mindful that I'm going to be over there. And I just signed up some heavy hitters who are going to be bringing in some other heavy hitters. So pay attention to what's going on in your leg 1. So I told Tanny, I said, why don't you just put your person your first person in your leg 2, put your second person in your leg 3, and put your third person underneath the person that's in your leg 2, because I'm already over here. And I think Tanny's leg in leg 1 is probably to Noble right now, right? So I don't need her to be over here. I need her to chase me. I'm going to make her sick to her stomach looking at her downline, and she's going to see, well, dang, I'm already at 1,000 a month in leg 1. Let me get to work. That's what you want to force your people to do. You don't want to build it for them and they're sitting up at the top like some fat cats doing nothing. You want them to help you. How do you get them to help you? Not by bugging them every day. You are going to get them to help you by you build your own downline, straight down, right? As you build it straight down, what your person is going to do is they're going to look in their leg and they're going to say, 1, 2, 3, 4. I am already at night in leg 1. Let me get to 4, 2 in my leg 2 and 3. That's how I get my people to 500 a month in their first 7 days. Because it's important for me to keep recruiting and keep building and talking to a lot of people and plugging in as many people as I possibly can. Now, you guys can hit founder in a week. You can hit founder in a month. You can hit founder in a day. It's up to you. If you truly sell out to your launch and take it seriously, and you talk to everybody that you know, and you put every single person that you know on a 3-way, you'll get your 3. Some of you guys write this down, please. Everybody go into the chat and say, power of the 3-way. Write that down. I did so many 3-way calls my first week, I lost my voice. So many 3-way calls. That is the power of the business. Write it down. Some of you guys are struggling in your business. You know why? Because you do not do enough 3-way calls. The launch calls are not going to be the bread and butter of your business. That 3-way call is the bread and butter of every top leader's business. It's the 3-way call. Some of you guys are trying to do it yourself. You're trying to talk your people into Forex and you don't even know what it is. And you were selling candy apples last week and they don't trust you in business. They don't trust that you're not going to quit, because last business you were in it for 24 hours and you were already sounding sad. They don't want to join you. How do you get them to join you this time? Sound energetic. 3-way them to somebody else who can validate that you're serious this time. 3-way them to somebody else that can validate that we have people over here who are already $1 million earners and it took them 4 months to do it. It's the power of the 3-way, baby, right? If you're not having success in your business, do not be upset about the results that you're not getting with the work that you're not doing. Oh, let me say that again. Do not be upset about the results that you're not getting with the work that you're not doing. This business is a 3-way call business. And then you launch. I get all my people on 3-ways and I invite them to see the full presentation. I've already created value for my launch call. I've already created value for my 2 o'clock call and my 9 o'clock call. I've already told them, don't show up to my call late because you might get locked out. Don't show up to my call late because you need to hear how many people from 100 different countries are on my call. That's why I want them to show up early. Week 1 or day 1 or month 1, get your 3. Guess what? Day 2 or week 2 or month 2, hit night, 500 a month. That's 9 new people come in. Or day 3, week 3, or month 3, help your 9 new people just hit founder. That is it. Help your 9 new people. How do you help 9 new people hit founder? Have them make a list of everybody they know, circle their top 5 to 10 people, and 3-way them to you immediately. I promise you, if you do 5 to 10 three-way calls with one person, 3 people are probably going to join the business. If you send 5 to 10 people a Zoom link text message and you think they're going to show up, they're not. They're going to ignore you. So I want you guys to understand, you got to call people. Day 4 or week 4 or month 4, you bring 81 people into the business. Not only are you going to hit Noble, you're going to hit Bishop, and you're going to almost be at 5,000 a month. Okay. Day 5, week 5, month 5. Help your 81 people hit Founder. 243 people come in that week alone. Day 6, week 6, month 6. Help your 243 people. So this is what we did our first week. 8 people turned into 430 people, and I hit 5,000 a month in 4 days, right? It was a lot of talking and no sleeping, right? By the time that we got to our second week, 430 people turned into 730, 730 turned into like 1,200 people, and now there's an obscene amount of people in this organization. The reason why I did that is because I know that your business dies every 90 days. So I'm constantly focused on new blood. How can I replace people who don't have a strong enough why to why they're over here? Okay. And I focused on the compensation structure. I knew that I could hit Legend in 9 weeks. Now, with all the glitches and the issues that we've had, I hit 50,000 a month in 7.5 weeks. And then hit Legend and got knocked back. And then now I'm fighting for my Legend position again, but it'll happen. I give myself, 2 weeks to 30 days. I'll knock it out again. Why? Because numbers don't lie. All I have to do is sign up people and start over. And I signed up 8 people about a couple days ago. 8 times 3 is, what is 8 times 3? 24 new people are going to come in by next week. 24 times 3, I don't know, I can't do the math, right? So those people are going to come in. So I can calculate it in my head. All I need is about 400 people, 300 or so people on my third leg. So I can do the math. I know how many times I have to duplicate to get to that number. So guys, drive your legs until you find a leader. I signed up Tanny. I don't even know what Tanny's doing. She's over there running her own team. She speaks Spanish. She's getting ready to start doing the Spanish presentation. It's just another tool in our toolbox. She's phenomenal. I'm super excited about her coming over here. And the great thing is that she hit Founder in 10 minutes. And then she's about to hit Night. So that's 2 levels. So I'm going to get to know her people. And then I'm going to drive 3 levels, 4 levels, 5 levels, 6 levels, 7 levels as fast as I possibly can. Because law of numbers says I got to run that leg to Legend. And I'm running all of my positions past Legend just in case they open up these other ranks. I already want to be close to those other ranks. So every single one of you guys can do what I'm doing. You just have to sacrifice a little bit. It's not going to be easy, but it's simple to do it. You may have to tell your kids that, hey, ramen noodles for 90 days, right? You better get in there and fix yourself something to eat. I set my kids down when we came into this business, and I said, look, you need to go to the grocery store, wash your own clothes. Everybody knows how to wash their own clothes. I'm doing calls all day, because if you're going to bring Amazon to my house every single day, then you're going to have to sacrifice. Okay. So I want you guys to understand that this is simple stuff. Let me go ahead and unmute you guys so that we can talk. Listen, we are talking about building today. If I unmute you guys, we're not talking about challenges or anything like that. You guys can message me privately for that kind of stuff. Some people are really, really concerned about their people who are going to quit. You better be concerned about the new people that you're going to bring into the business, because if your people are going to quit, then they might quit 30 days from now. So you better replace them. Okay. I know that sounds, it's business, right? You guys remember New Jack City? when he said this is not personal. This is business. I just aged myself. Hold on 1 second. Let me unmute you guys. If you can just shut your videos off, that will be helpful to my YouTube channel. All right, so I'm unmuting. Let's talk business.
What Megan, this is Tanny.
Hi, Tanny.
Hi, and hi, team. Hello, everyone. I just want to share something really quick. So I got into this business on the 19th. And after having one conversation with Megan and not knowing who she was, I knew that I needed to be totally coachable because I want what she has, right? And I want to bring my team to what this team is. So she says to me, we're going to build, I'm going to put someone on your first leg. I said, okay, I'm not accustomed to that, right? So I said, okay, I followed that. By the 20th, I hit founder. On the 22nd, I hit knight. Now, I want to share that everything that Megan says in these presentations is true. So if you want to build and you want to be successful, you need to be coachable, number one. Follow the formula that she's giving you because I'm a builder, okay? And I have a goal. But when I saw my right leg blow up without me knowing anybody, that set a fire underneath me. So what she's doing is everybody's winning. So I just want to share that, be coachable, follow the strategy, the formula that she's giving you. If you have questions, don't challenge it, just be coachable because you're going to be successful. And I thank you, Megan. I thank you for everything that you're coaching me. I listen to everything you do. I write it down and I apply. So I just wanted to share that.
Thank you so much, Tanny. And if you could share, do you know what your numbers are in leg one? Because I really don't even know. I just put my head down and just.
I live in my back office. So let me just pull that up.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I have a really, really big, two really big three-way calls with people in your leg one. That's why I said, be mindful because that leg is about to go to freaking China.
That's awesome. I'm excited. Okay, so right now, my leg one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. I have one founder, which is the first person you put. So that person became a founder. On my second leg, which are all my personals, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I did a presentation this morning in Spanish, and she's going to get back to me this evening. Okay, so I have 5 on the fourth. And then on my third leg, I have 2 people. So I'm already 9th.
Okay, so then what Tanny needs to do now, I'm forcing Tanny to get into her second leg. There's already 8 people over here, but 8 times 3, I'm launching those people's businesses. 8 times 3 is 24. So I told her, be mindful because 8 plus the 24 is 32. You could end up with 30. Get your phone for me, please. You could end up with 32 people in your leg one really, really quickly, which that takes you to bishop in that leg because it's 30, 30, 30, 30, 15. So what I'm trying to do is force Tanny to work. Now, for some of you guys who have been around and you're like, well, she hasn't put anybody in my leg. I could feel your energy. I'm listening to your thoughts right now. What you guys also have to understand, though, is that we're all building our business. I'm trying to teach you guys how to do what I'm doing for your people because I can't be in 1,000 different legs. I can't. I'm in my third leg right now. And can I be honest with you guys for just a second? Let me be honest, okay? My son is right here. And him and we are like 2 peas in a pod. However, I had plans for my son. He's sitting right here and he's been helping me in this business. I taprooted his leg 2 first. That's where my Ohio team is in that leg. I can't get in that leg right now because it's going to China. And then my Australia team is in my son's third leg. My son's leg 2 and 3 are already to like 10 and 20,000 a month. So I'm in Tanny's and my son's first leg. I have to get that leg going, which it is. And then I'm going to hop over and get into some of these other legs. But my goal for my son was to get him to 5,000 a month. Well, honestly, it was to get him enough money so he can take care of himself and get his own apartment. And he got his own apartment yesterday, bought his own car. So it's strategic planning. I can't build his entire organization for him. So for some of you guys who are thinking, well, why isn't she putting people in my organization? Well, I'm teaching you how to be me to your people. I can only be me so many different places, if that makes sense to you guys. So
Yes.
you have to just keep building, because there's going to come a time where, like, my dad is over here and my dad has one leg that is to legend, but his leg 1 and 2 have nothing going on. But I can't be over here right now in leg 1. I can't drop any new people over here, because if I'm going to hit legend, I got to be over here. Like I told my dad, I said, I'd rather give you money every month than to sacrifice $50,000 a month trying to just put people over here where I don't need people over here. So Tanny, thank you for sharing that. And then what Tanny is going to do is she's going to end up doing the same thing for her people. So when I'm driving this leg, she's over here driving straight down in her leg 1. Now she's going to force her people to get in their legs and drive straight down. And
Exactly.
it just goes, you follow the system. So thank you for sharing that, Tanny.
No, thank you.
No problem. All right, who else has a question out there?
I don't have a question, Megan, but this is deep calling on to deep, Zora. And about 3 weeks ago, I wanted was to launch for you, which I'm in your second leg. And that's the leg that is blowing up in Canada.
Nope, you're in my leg 1.
Oh, leg 1? Oh, even better.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I thought it was leg 2. So I just wanted to encourage you that we are still with you, and we're bringing in teachers on board to help you to further the mission to the next level. So I just want to encourage you not to give up, as well as I know your passion. So we are passionate in Canada to be with you and to help you. So I just want to encourage you to keep going on, keep pressing on, because they said the hotter the battle, the sweeter the victory.
Well, thank you, ma'am. No, you know what? The thing is, I did the same thing in my leg 1. My leg 2 blew up, and then my leg 1 had 600 people in it. Well, when I started doing this, all I did was tap the leg like I did in Tanny's leg, and it might only seem like there's 8 people in there, but 8 people, when I did this in leg 1, I tapped it all the way down, and I forced all of these people to chase me. Some of them didn't, though. Some of them are over here in leg 1 with, 500 people in leg 1 and nobody in their leg 2 and 3. And they're still like, I need you to help me. Like, no, you better help yourself at this point. But some people are going to wake up. Some people are not. But more people than not are going to look at their legs and say, dang, I'm already at 20,000 a month in leg 1. Let me get to work. That's what you want. You want to become the hunted. All right. Thank you, Zora. Who else has a question?
Thanks, Megan.
Stephanie said, I don't know which leg I'm on. It really doesn't matter. Honestly, guys, it doesn't matter which leg you are in my organization, because I probably don't know which leg you're on. It doesn't matter. I don't even ask people. I help people who are not in my organization. It only matters if you're going to follow the system, which is there's 7 steps. That's the only thing that matters. Are you going to follow the 7 steps? And if you are not seeing the level of growth, it's because somebody in your group is not following the 7 steps. And here's how you combat that. You need to call a team meeting. I'll be more than happy to get on there, because I let people know, if you don't follow the steps, you're not going to have the level of success. So I need you guys to go back to those steps. I don't even know where they are. It's step number 1, make a list. Step number 2, launch your business within 24 hours. Step number 3, do a 3-way call with all of the people that you invited. so you can get them closed out. Step number 4, here's what's really important. Introduce your new members to the leader. Like Tanny, I need to know who all your people are if we can do a call ASAP.
Okay, you got it.
And I want to meet all of your people, because all I'm going to do is make every single one of them a flyer, and they're all going to be launching their business on Saturday night at 9.
Okay, I do a 10 o'clock meeting every day with my team. I can invite you to that Zoom.
Yep, I will be on there tomorrow.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you. And that's step number 4, guys, because when I get on step number 4 and you introduce your people to me, then I am going to tell them, hey, listen, we need to launch the business. And then step number 5 is plug them into the system, I think, something like that. Or yeah, plug them into the system, and then we duplicate it all over again. Monique, if you need a flyer, just make one, guys. Go to postermywall.com, because I used to make flyers for everybody. It just takes too long. Just go to postermywall.com and take my call information and just make a flyer. I promise you, it's so simple. Like, they'll give you all kind of templates, and all you have to do is set up a free account and make a flyer. And all I do is I just keep the call information on there and change the name.
Hi, this is doing nice from Kingston.
Yep, go right ahead.
So my question is, I heard that you're building 30 young males or young individual wants to go to what you say, legend. So I want you to put me on that team.
Yeah, definitely. I'm working on.
I'm willing to work. I am willing to put in the hard work, the sleepless night. I am here.
Good deal. Well, this is what you do. I'm telling you guys, this is simple business. All you have to do to be a part of the Young Moguls, I need to put together a new Telegram, but honestly, I will not know who you guys are if you're not calling me for 3-ways. So many people call me, and it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just that I'm on a 3-way call. And unless you're calling me, I say the same thing to my kids. Do not call me in the middle of the day for nothing. If I were working a 9 to 5, my kids would not be calling me because they would know better. I can't call mom because she's at work. For some reason, just because I'm in my pajamas and I'm drinking coffee, they don't think I'm working. I'm like, no, I'm doing 3-way calls nonstop all day. If you guys want to work with me, you know how somebody asked me, Megan, can you mentor me? I don't need to mentor you because I'm doing it right now. You know, if you want me to work with you, do 3-way calls with me. We'll be best friends all day. How do I get your number for a 3-way? It's in the playbook.
Yes, Megan.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Hi, this is Rico. I just wanted to speak real quick, and hopefully what I say may help someone. It helped me. I'm still working on it. But I've heard training like this before. I've been in network marketing for a while now. One of the things that kind of paused me or got the paralysis going on where I wouldn't do anything, I would listen to someone like you, and then I would say to myself that I couldn't do it because how am I going to learn how to do launches? How am I going to learn how to do 3-ways? How am I going to learn how to tap root? How am I going to learn how to do this, that, or whatever? And then my analysis was that I couldn't do it. But I've learned over the years, maybe I don't get 100% right, but if I began to do anything that you're teaching, if I do 10% of it and get it right, I'm 10% better off than I was before I didn't do anything. Right. So I know you may have people on this call that's listening to all this and they get off the call, they don't do anything because they take this information and say, I'm not going to be as good as she is or whatever. But if you begin to do something, you know, your success is in your learning, not so much in the dollars, because you're going to know more by doing tomorrow than what you do today. So don't let what Megan is saying to us, you know, drive you to do nothing. You know, learn to take action. Maybe you'll mess the 3-way up. Maybe you'll mess the launch up. Maybe your flyers are going to look bad or whatever, but you got to get started. Don't just sit there and do anything. It will cost you years, and it cost me years, but I'm on the right track now. So I just want to say that.
No, I'm glad you said that because sometimes it could be information overload and confuse people, do nothing, and you'll be bad before you're good. Good before that's what I've learned. Bad before you're good before you're great. You know how you become a good presenter? Just start presenting, right? That's it. Just start presenting. When my mentor does his first presentation, I was always like, that was really great. And it really wasn't. It was not good at all. But that's what he told me. He was like, it's fine. I mean, I'll be bad before I'm good and good before I'm great. Eventually, it's you're going to get really good at it because anything that you do over and over again, you get really good at it. The only reason why I could do my presentation in the hot car suffocating and really keep it rolling is because I've done it so many times. It's like second nature. I already know what I'm going to say. Those of you guys who want to learn how to present, go to your playbook and get the one pager. It's in there. I think it's on page 5 in the small playbook, and read the one pager. I promise you, if you read it over and over again, you're going to sound like a great presenter. If you guys don't know how to do a 3-way call, you know what you need to do? Do a 3-way call. All you have to do is ask somebody if they're looking to make some extra money. If they say yes, ask them if they have 2 minutes. Put me on the phone, put another leader on the phone, introduce that person like the first president, you know, that you really, really love, and mute your phone out. Don't be interrupting the expert. Don't think you got to chime in. You need to mute your phone out and let the expert do what they have to do. And the more you do the 3-way calls, you're going to hear me say the same thing over and over and over again. And you're going to eventually be able to do 3-way calls yourself. Okay. So just do something. Just jump out there. All right. Unmute yourself. Jump in there. What's your question, Carl?
Megan, this is Sheila. I have a question, Sheila Lively.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi,
I know you've gone over this several times. It's regarding family and structuring.
Mm-hmm.
I had a little bit of a dilemma. In the beginning, I did similar to what you did. I placed my mom in my leg 1. I placed another family member in leg 2 and another family member in leg 3. However, the leg 1 is, got some momentum. So after I got over 10 of my personals, I started dropping people into, those other legs, like my mom's leg 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
So the challenge is I have new family members coming on board. I have a family member that I initially placed in my mom's second leg.
Mm-hmm.
This person has not done anything at all in the business. So I know you said keep family members together, but I'm not sure where to place new family members coming in now. Do I place them under the dead horse or just keep them in leg 1?
No, you don't place anybody underneath dead people. The question is, where do you need the people first? Because
I really don't need anyone in leg 1 or 2. I really need people in leg 3, but
that's where you need.
You said keep family together, so I just put that person in leg 1.
That's just in the beginning, though. The thing is, and then you got to put on your oxygen mask first. For example, my people are split up. My dad is in my leg 1. My brothers are in my leg 2, and my sister, and my mom. No, sorry, wait. And then my son is in my leg 3. So my family split up, but I had a lot of, you know what I mean? I already knew how to build, and I already was bringing in my people, and I was able to help them. Okay. But when my sister was looking at where should she put new family members who are coming in, I had to tell my sister the same thing. Where do you need them first? It is about you knocking out the rank first.
Right. Yeah.
So you need to put them where you need them. So if those people are coming in and you need people in leg 3, I'm always going to drop my people in the leg that I need them in for me to hit the rank. That might sound selfish, but what if I was doing all this work and you guys didn't see me hit any rank? You would think that's impossible, right? So
that's true.
Basically, yeah, it's where do you need them first? Put them where you need them, and then bless somebody who's working. Don't build under dead people.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Carl, your hand's up. What's your question? You out there, Carl? Okay. Somebody else jump in there with your question. No questions today? You mean I'm getting off of here early?
Megan, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. If I bring in, I've already brought in 3 people, and I put my 4th person underneath the leg 1 of a person, will that count toward their 3 people as far as becoming founder?
No, everybody has to have their own 3 personals somewhere in their downline, anywhere. But everybody has to have 3 people they've signed up on their own personal link. It will help to their rank advancement. So you're still doing them a favor, but don't give anybody away. I'm telling you guys right now, every single person that I've paid to get into this company, which is not very many. I think I did it like 3 times because they swear up and down that they're going to work. They never do, because it's not their money. It's your money, and they're not going to work as hard on your money. So don't even waste your time trying to sign up somebody in this business and pay for them, nor should you be giving away your personal sponsorships to anybody until you have at least 10 to 15 of your own personals. Everybody can get their own 3 if they do this, right? Don't handicap them. What's the Bible say, Dr. PK, about taking out a thorn from somebody's hip or foot or some side? I can't remember. I got a little bit of my Bible. So does that make sense to the young lady who just asked?
Yes, it does, and thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know what you were talking about, Megan, but I can tell you one thing.
All right.
The Bible does talk about 2 being in the ditch. 1 in the ditch can't get the other one out of the ditch if both of you are in the ditch. So you need to stay up on top of that ditch so that you can give a hand down to help people up, as opposed to you being down in the ditch trying to pull yourself out and pull them out as well. The one thing that I've learned in this process, and I'm so excited about, is it gives me an opportunity to really see what people really want. And if they want this is a second chance. And God is a God of so many chances. And so this gives us a chance to really offer this again to people. And if they have not been, because I've paid for people, Megan, and you're telling the truth. They don't work, and it's not because they cannot, and it's not all the time because they are lazy, but they just don't have any skin in the game. If you don't have skin in the game, it never works. It never works. Thank you for what you're doing today, though. It's good training. Good training.
Thank you.
Megan, another
Go ahead.
all right. I just wanna, pretty much ask about the 3-way. I don't quite understand it. So basically, you need 3 part. Is it 3-way on a Zoom or actual phone call? So you're
No,
3.
just call me. You could do WhatsApp, you could do Facebook Messenger phone calls, or a telephone call if you're out of the country. Just do a 3-way, yeah. And somebody asked me the question, would I prefer a text message first? Well, if I don't know you and I see your number coming through, I'm on a 3-way, guaranteed. If you guys call me, I'm on a 3-way when you're calling me. So if I don't know who you are, I'm probably going to say like, hey, what's up? Who is this? So you need to text me your first and last name and say, hey, I'm going to be doing 3-ways. Then if I know that you're calling me, I'll answer the phone if I know you're calling me for 3-ways. If I think you're calling me for anything else, I'm probably not going to get to you until I'm not doing 3-way calls, because I do them back to back to back all day, every day, nonstop.
All right, and the 3-way is me, my 3 people, or should it be 1 person with you?
No,
Me,
just 1 person. It's just, yeah,
Okay.
just 1 person, because if you put 3 people on the phone and somebody's a negative head, it's going to mess up the call. So you just need to ask that person. You guys could get off the phone, and please understand this though. There are other people who can do 3-way calls. I'm only 1 person. So I had a young lady, well, I called you and you didn't answer. Well, I will text you and say, you need a 3-way? Give me 5 minutes. Give me 10 minutes, because I'm probably like back to back to back already at three ways. So there are other leaders on here. All you guys have to do is go into the Telegram and say, hey, I'm going to need some three-way calls today. You guys got to meet the people that's in the network. Meet the Kianas and the Jeremys and the Reagans and the Ricos and Dr. PK. That's why I'm saying their names. The Tannies. You guys meet these people so they can help you do three-way calls. You're
How do we meet them?
Go into the Telegram and say, hey, I want to get to know some leaders. That's how I met them. I don't know half. Dr. PK came in from somebody else. How did I get to know Dr. PK? She's a producer, so I introduced myself to her. Now we're best friends. So go into my.
I had her do three ways for a whole day. She and Reagan, I three-wayed them out. The first day they met me. That's what I did.
This is my first time on this phone call, and I'm just curious. Do you guys ever do role plays?
Heck yeah!
We do all of that
all the time. You want to do one?
Yeah, let's do a role. You know what? I was just introduced to the company. I haven't even looked into it, but it sounds awfully exciting.
Oh, well, thank you, man.
I'm out of Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah. So why don't I hear you do a role play with someone else, because I don't know what this is about, or you can do it with me since I don't know what it's about.
I love that you're like this already. You and I are really good friends. So, and also one thing you guys can do is you can go to my YouTube channel. Can somebody go to my YouTube channel real quick, or to the playbook, better yet, and get the video on? No, it's not in the playbook. If you guys will go to my YouTube channel and find the how to do a three-way call. It's Peaking Interest Like a Pro. It has a shark on it. Can somebody go find that for me on my YouTube channel? And it's going to be down a ways. Like, I can't remember when, but it has a shark on it. So basically, if I'm going to call somebody, so you're asking if I'm calling somebody for a three-way. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. And your name is Estella?
My name is Estella.
Estella. So Estella, it's very important. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, because you guys already know I have a
oh my God
PowerPoint slide. So Estella, if I am going to get on the phone with you, let's say that you've never heard the information before, someone needs to make sure that they introduce you to me. So if somebody calls you, all they should be asking you, Estella, is, hey, listen, are you looking to make some extra money? You know, they're probably going to say, what do you mean? Are you looking to make some extra money? If that person says yes, you want to get that person on a three-way call. Now, if you've never watched the video before, it's fine, because I'm going to ask. Let me show you this.
Should I introduce her to you?
Yes, that would be great. Let me show you guys this slide really quickly, and then we're going to go through the role play. So, very important on the three-way call. Estella, I'm going to mute you just for a second because you have a lot of background noise. People don't respect our business. You can't say, hey, Megan, this is Estella. Estella, this is Megan. She doesn't know who I am. You just set me up for failure. Now I have to talk about myself. You have to make sure that you edify. So here's you, and then you end up with a prospect, right? A person who is wanting to make some extra money. Well, you guys trust each other. So Estella, if you're going to put Carl on the phone with me, you guys trust each other, but he doesn't know me, nor does he understand our program. So you have to edify the person, the call. That's why when I put somebody on a call, I say, listen, there's going to be 200, 300, 400 people on the call. I want you to get on early. I'm already setting your mind to understand that this is serious business. Don't be showing up late. I may say, hey, you got to watch this video. It's an amazing video. Or, hey, let me introduce you to my partner. How do you edify the opportunity or the person? How do you make your prospect respect what we're doing in business? You have to make sure that you understand that some people are all about their money. I cannot come to you, Estella, and say, well, you can save the whales and everything else. You know what I mean? Maybe you're just about your money. So you don't know who you're talking to. Maybe that person's a shark. They're only focused on money. Mute your phones, guys. Gin Bar 57. Maybe that person is only interested in helping people. And if you go at them and you're real heavy on the money, you're going to turn that person off. If that person maybe just wants to be where the party is, they just want to have fun, or you're going to run into people who want to know all the answers. Is it FDA approved? Is it Better Business Bureau? They want to know everything. So you don't know who you're talking to. So let's go ahead and role play. And who said that they were going to participate? Can't remember. Who was the gentleman?
I did, Megan.
Okay.
Carl.
Okay, Carl. You ready? Estella, you there?
Okay.
Are you going to introduce me to
Hi, Megan.
Okay.
Hi, Megan.
Hey there. How are you, Carl?
I'm great. I'm great.
You out there, Carl?
Sorry, I'm driving. Yes, but go ahead. Go ahead.
So
Let
me actually introduce Estella to you, okay? So I'll be the person that I'm putting Estella on the phone. So Estella, hey, Estella, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic. Listen, I know you're super busy. I'm calling you really quickly though, because I'm excited. I'm doing this major launch tonight at 9:00. I was wondering, hey, are you looking to make some extra money?
Yeah, who isn't?
Right. There are, believe it or not, Estella, there are people out here not looking, but I that's why I called you, because I know that you're about your business. Listen, do you have 2 minutes?
I do.
Okay. Let me introduce you if I can. He's super busy though. Let me see if I can get him. Super busy. This guy's made a lot of money. He's like really awesome at helping people. He's got 100% of the info. Let me see if I can get him though. You have 2 minutes real quick?
Yes, I do.
Okay, give me a second. Let me call my partner. So I'm going to bring Carl on. So, hey, Carl,
Sure.
How are you? Jump in there, Carl. Carl's slow in there. Give me somebody else. Carl's driving.
Oh, hello.
Mr. Hines, you out there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Hines, listen, I want to introduce you to my my partner, Estella. She's pretty amazing. But Estella, listen, let me introduce you to Mr. Hines. Now, this gentleman, I mean, I'm telling you, he has a heart of gold. He's made a lot of money in this company. He's doing an awesome job really helping people ages 18 to 94. He's got 100% of the information. So I'm going to go ahead and just give him an opportunity to just kind of chat with you. That's how you introduce somebody. Okay?
Yes.
Estella, though, all you have to do all you have to remember is that if you want to put somebody on the phone with me, ask them if they're looking to make some money. If they say yes, put them on the phone and introduce me like the first female Black president.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't overdo it, because you don't want it to sound like I hate network marketing when people are like stiff, like loosen up just a little bit, but you also have to make sure that you introduce the person. Here's what people do wrong, Estella. They put somebody on the phone with me and they spend all the time talking about how great that person is. Oh, she's a doctor, she's this. And then you done inflated her head and she thinks that she doesn't need our opportunity.
Right. That makes sense.
Right? It's the wrong psychology. You have to make her understand that, yeah, she may be making $200,000 a month, in her with her doctorate degree, but I'm over here making $50,000 a month, and I didn't have to go to college, and I did it in 7 weeks. So she needs to understand that we're professionals in our own business. And then when I get you guys on the phone, all you have to do is mute. I ask the same questions when I do a three-way, and the more three-way calls you guys do with me, you're going to start to pick up my jargon. This is what I would say. I would say, hey, Estella, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing great. So, Estella, where are you located?
I live in Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay, good deal. I used to actually play volleyball. We had to drive 12 hours to Nebraska all the time. It was the longest trip. But, I'm here in Ohio. So, Estella, I don't really know how much information you have. Have you gotten a chance to get on any of my live webinars? Or have you gotten a chance to watch any of my really short introductory videos?
Actually, I was introduced to this about 5 minutes before the call, and all I was told was get on these calls and log on to this and look at this, and then we'll connect again. And so the girl that sent it to me, someone I trust, so I said, I'll get on the call right now. She said, she called me back and said it's Eastern time, not Central Standard Time. So it's towards the end of the call. And I said, oh, let me get on real quick then. So I'm here now.
Well, thank you, Estella. And this is actually a training call Monday. We have a really great support team, but every Monday through Saturday, I coach my team into success Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. But listen, I would actually love for you to be able to get on one of my opportunity calls. I'm doing one today at 2 o'clock, or I'm doing one at 9 o'clock. Do you think that you can jump on? You can actually watch it right from your cell phone like you're doing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to look at it.
Okay, well, if you can, which one works best for you? The 2 or the 9?
Give me the times again, please. And what time zone are you in?
I'm in Eastern, so it's 2 p.m. Eastern or 9 p.m. Eastern.
2 p.m. Eastern at 3, right? Right now, 11:20 here.
No, so it's 12 o'clock here. So it's going to be 1 o'clock your time, 2 o'clock my time, or 8 o'clock your time, 9 o'clock my time. So one or
what 8 o'clock better for me.
Okay, so listen, when you get on the 8 o'clock call, there's probably, on those calls, they're really big. It's going to be anywhere from 400 to sometimes 800 people on that call. Do you think you can get on like 5 minutes early?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot you over a link, and then I'll probably, I'll just hit you up after the call, or can you call me right after, and I'll get all your questions answered?
You know what? I don't have your number, but I'll ask Elise for it.
Okay, let me go ahead and give it to you right now, actually.
Okay.
And then actually, I'm going to get your phone number too, and I'm going to save you on my phone. So when you call me, I'll know exactly who I'm talking to. And I'm going to send you the call information right now, okay?
Hey, Megan, thank you so much. This is Elise. I invited Estella because you do such a great training. So I'm really excited that she's such a go-getter. Great job, Estella, and invited her on the call, and she's doing a great job as always. I'll send you the information you need, and I'm so glad, Megan, you're such a leader, and your training calls are very awesome. I know that our training calls start here noon Central Time. But this is a great opportunity that you let other business owners come on your call and get
not on training calls.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not.
But you know what, though? You can, though. I mean, the thing is, you probably don't want to, if they're not go-getters, they might be a little confused about putting them on a training call. However, I mean, you guys kind of know your people.
Absolutely.
So you know if somebody has been in business or networking and things like that. It's just about you telling them what they're jumping on, you know? If you don't think your people are liking Estella, don't put them on this training call, because they'll be on here completely confused. But you guys had an opportunity to hear Estella jump out there. She's going to be a leader, and you can hear her jump out there and ask the right questions. And she said, man, this sounds interesting. Estella, I'm going to get phone number.
You know what? Your team should get on the phone call tonight, because they're going to actually live watch how you recruit someone hands-on. Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity. Whether I say yes or I say no, it already sounds awesome. I like your tonality. I like a little bit. I came on late and I caught on to some of the information you were giving. Well spoken. Your team is asking some good questions, and I'm going to jump on at 8 p.m. What's your number, Megan?
My number is 317 796 4361. 317 796 4361. And then if you do want to partner with us, I have a playbook, and all the information is in there so you can stay connected to the team. But can you send me a text message with your first and last name? I'll send you a link to the call tonight, and then just call me as soon as the call gets over. I'm when I'm saying goodbye to people, call me before somebody else calls me. Okay?
Okay, I will.
Okay, nice to meet you.
All right.
Thank you, Megan. I just sent her your playbook. So thank you for, introducing and getting Estella just interested in Tradera. I thank you for that. And Estella, you should have the playbook I just texted to you.
Yep, I have everything you sent me. I just jumped the gun.
I love
I sent you something else. I send you her playbook, which is also what our team uses too.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
And ladies and gentlemen, listen, what better way to learn the system than to just jump into it? So if I did another three-way call with somebody, I would say the same thing. I would say, hey, where are you located? It's my icebreaker. It's awkward when you're meeting people for the first time. So that's what I always ask them. Like, I ask them, where are you from? And then I always say, I don't know how much information you have. Half the time, I really don't. I don't even know who I'm talking to half the time. I'll say, I don't know how much information you have. Have you gotten a chance to get on one of my live webinars or watch one of my really short videos? This will allow me to understand how much information Estella has. If she's been on my live webinars, I know that she knows my story. I know that she's going to know that I was a teacher and I got fired. And my boyfriend at one point was made $48 million and taught me everything I know. And then, so I know that she already knows my story, so I don't have to really go into it. If she's never been on a live webinar, then I know that if she watched a video, my 9-minute video, I don't go into my story at all. She probably doesn't even know what my name is. So if she's only watched a 9-minute video, then on the three-way, I can say, well, listen, let me tell you a little bit about myself. Let me give you the quick version. I am going to give you guys this helpful hint. You do not want people to relate pain to you. You got to be on these calls and off of these calls. I know that our training is long right now, and some of you guys will stick with me, but I try to do my opportunity calls, and I'm off of there in 25 to 30 minutes. If you guys look, by the time I start, boom, I'm getting off of there. You do not want people to relate pain to talking to you. If they know that they're going to have to be on the phone with you for 20 minutes, they're going to stop answering your phone calls. That's why I ask people, do you have 2 minutes? When I'm on a three-way call, I'm going to be in and out of there. I need to get them to either to my live presentation, or I need to get them to watch my 9-minute video and commit to a follow-up. I just told Estella, call me, but I also
That's okay. That's okay.
I also want Estella's phone number, because if she doesn't call me, I'm calling her. Hey, Estella, did you get on my call? Oh, and then I'm going to ask her, okay, well, what did you like best, the product or the referral side of things? And then we'll go from there. If you guys want to know how to peak interest like a pro, I got a video on it. It's on my YouTube channel. How to peak interest like a pro. It's got a shark on it. All right, listen, I actually have the busiest day ever. I'm doing a 2 o'clock call. If you guys want to do three-ways, there's other leaders, but 12:25. I got to do a three-way like as we speak right now. Somebody already planned it with me. So I'm going to have to get off of here. Much love to all of you guys. Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Central. I will coach you into your legendary status. Okay. So I will chat with you guys later. Much love.
Hi, Megan. I have a quick question.
Sorry. You know Dr. PK is about to yell at you right now. You already know.
I know. Hi,
Megan, go on and do what you need to do. Child, you can call me and we'll talk, okay?
Thank you.
Right. Y'all have a super fantastic day. I see y'all at prayer tonight. God bless.
She already knew Dr. PK was about to yell at her. I don't even know why.
Thank you, Megan. Appreciate you.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Thank you, Megan.
Thank you, Megan. Appreciate you.
Megan.
Thank you, Megan.
Thank you, Megan.
Thank you, Megan.
Appreciate you.
Have a good evening.
Thank you. You too.